Number 7, deadlines are a killer of indecision. Indecision. So any of you familiar with Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich? In that book, and also one of my favorites called The Law of Success, from which Think and Grow Rich is derived, Napoleon Hill lays out the 31 major causes of failure. Yes, 31 major causes of failure. You know what one of them is? Indecision. A person's inability to actually make a decision and actually do something. The word decision, folks, comes from the root word is Latin, from the word decidere, which means to cut off. That's literally what it means. Decision means to cut off. And what you're cutting off is every other option other than the decision that you made. So when you're indecisive, that means you're trying to hold on to every option and not choosing one. Therefore, what happens is we basically kill ourselves based on the paradox of choice. We have so many choices that we don't make one, and therefore we end up dying of indecision because we can't actually pull something off. It's kind of like there's an old parable that there was a donkey who was really thirsty and really hungry. And finally he came to a point where he found water and food, but the water was 10 feet to his right and the food was 10 feet to his left. And you know what happened? The donkey died of hunger and thirst because he couldn't decide which one to go to first. All right, that's how many human beings live. Indecisive. We can't make a choice about doing anything, and we end up losing simply because we don't make a decision. We don't do anything. When you have time pressure on you and you have deadlines on you, guess what? You make decisions a whole lot faster. Any of you who's ever been under pressure, you make decisions really, really quickly because you have no time to think about it. You do not have the luxury of thinking about what to do. You just got to do something. And when you don't have time to spare or waste, guess what? No more thinking about it. You just get to it. You just do something and you figure it out along the way. And guess what happens? Usually figure things out and they end up working in your favor, which means you could have been doing this all along. But until you were properly motivated to make decisions, you weren't doing anything. You were just wasting time. So 98% of the time, we all need to do this. Deadlines kill urgency and they kill the failure-inducing habit of indecision. And the only time we're indecisive, folks, is when we believe we have time to think about stuff. If you don't think you have time to think about stuff, you just get things done. You just make choices, you do things, and you figure it out along the way. And most of us being pretty intelligent, even if the decision that you made was not the optimal one looking back, you still end up getting the outcome that you want when you actually do something. Whatever decision you make will be the right decision.